Yeah, listen.
Yes, sir.
The theorem, first one, Seva's theorem. The first one is Seva's theorem. Seva's theorem. So this is very important for objective. We have known IPE. By using this also we can solve problems. So the Seva's theorem is nothing but if the lines joining the point O if the lines joining any point O to the vertices ABC to the vertices ABC to the vertices ABC if the lines join any point O to the vertices ABC of angle meet the opposite sides DEF meet the opposite sides D A के opposite side D A F DEF, then one condition is given. I will write condition. This is O, right here O. These are the opposite sides. For A, D, for B, E, for C, E. C, F, opposite sides. Once again, see, if the line joining any point O to the vertices ABC of the triangle meets opposite sides in D, E, F respectively, then BD by DC into CE by EA into AF by FB is equal to 1. We have to prove this is equal to 1. That is the Seva's theorem. Okay. Now I will give you the proof of this one. Say here. We know the area of the triangle. If height and base we have, then the formula area is equal to half base into height. That is the formula. See, first I am taking the triangle OBD. In triangle OBD and triangle ODC. I'm finding areas where for this triangle this is the height. For this triangle this is the height, and this is the base, and this is the base for this triangle. Now we can find easily area of this triangle, area of this triangle. I'm finding first area of triangle. I'm writing only triangle symbol. Triangle OBD is equal to of base. Base means here BD of base into height. Into height I am taking as small h. I'm taking as small h. Okay. This is I'm taking as small h. This is clearly base. And once again, area of triangle, that one ODC is equal to of base is what there DC of base, height is already there, we have h. Equation 1, equation 2. Now what I am doing, we require a BD by DC, right? So I am doing 1 by 2 division, 1 by 2, 1 divided by 2. Then you will get what? This area by this area and this by this. That is area of a triangle OBD by area of a triangle ODC is equal to this by this. If you write 1 by 2, 1 by 2, HH will get cancelled. You will get what? BD by DC. BD by DC you will get. Now I am finding area of this triangle and area of this triangle. For these two also the bases are same. Same like previous question basis only. and the height is different. This is the height, AD is the height. Now I'm taking the height as capital H. Now see, area of triangle ADB is equal to of base height. Base is BD only, and height is what? Capital H. That is AD. This is equation number 3, equation number 4. And now again area of the triangle. This triangle, that is what? ADC is equal to of base into height. Again base is what? DC into height is capital H, equation number 5. Again same 4 divided by 5. Then this area by this area is equal to half of cancel, HH cancel, BD by DC. Same like this you will get. That is area of a triangle ADB by area of a triangle ADC is equal to BD by DC. BD by DC. Okay. Now see, this is equation number 6. If you observe, this equal to this equal to this, we can write this equal to this. ఈ రెండు ఈక్వల్ అని చేయొచ్చు మనం. ఓకే, నౌ ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ దట్ ఓన్లీ దిస్ ఈక్వల్ టు దిస్. ఇది దానికి ఈక్వల్ అని రాస్తున్నాను నేను. ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ హియర్ దట్ లాస్ట్ స్టెప్. ఏరియా ఆఫ్ ట్రయాంగిల్ ADB by area of triangle ADC is equal to this one. Area of triangle OBD by area of triangle ODC is equal to, we can write BD by DC, BD by DC is equal to BD by DC. Now I am using these two only. What I am doing here to get the proof, just listen carefully. I am writing what? I am taking triangle OBD this side as denominator, and I am taking this ADB as numerator for right side. For only this part, I am not using this part. Keep aside this part. I am using this part. See, I am taking this side. That what you will get? Area of triangle ADB by this one. I am writing, taking this side, area of triangle OBD is equal to, I am writing this by this, that is triangle ADC. Triangle ADC area by, and area of triangle ODC. Okay. Now what I am doing, for both sides I am subtracting 1. That is area of triangle ADB by area of triangle OBD minus 1 is equal to area of triangle ADC by area of triangle ODC minus 1. Now we can apply LCM. This minus this you will get by denominator same. This minus this by same denominator you will get. That what I am writing, see. Area of triangle ADB minus area of triangle OBD by area of triangle OBD is equal to, same you will get this one, area of triangle ADC minus area of triangle ODC by area of triangle ODC you will get. Now see, area of triangle ADB minus area of triangle OBD, that is OBD, this one. ఈ పెద్ద ట్రయాంగిల్ లో నుంచి ADB లో నుంచి పార్ట్ లో నుంచి OBD ని తీసేస్తున్నాం. OBD we are subtracting from this triangle ADB, we are subtracting OBD, we are subtracting OBD. Then what you will get? AOB. Then you will get area of triangle AOB by triangle AOB already there. triangle OBD as usual there is equal to ikkada triangle ADC. ADC. We are subtracting ODC. ODC. From big triangle, we are subtracting small triangle. You will get what again? AOC. You will get. That is area of triangle AOC by area of triangle ODC. Then I am taking this AOC this side and this one this side. OBD అటు తీసుకెళ్తున్నా AOC మళ్ళీ ఇటు తీసుకొచ్చేస్తున్నా అప్పుడు ఏమైంది ఏరియా ఆఫ్ triangle AOB by area of this one I am taking this side triangle AOC is equal to and taking this side that is area of triangle OBD by area of triangle ODC is nothing but equal to this only BD by DC. BD by DC take as Roman number 1. So you have to understand here what we find this area and this area and we divide it. One equation we got. Again we find this area and this area. Again division we got equation number I think 5. 6. Now we are equating 3 and 6. We are equating this area and this area, this area, this area by the condition. After equating, we will get these 3 are equal. We are taking these 2. Why? Because we have to find this area. To find this area, the area kosam మనం అది తీసుకున్నాం అంతే. Okay. This area and this area also divisible like this. Is the ratio of these 2 areas only. Save that only. So we can write what? The ratio of this, the ratio of this, the ratio of this. All ratios are equal. This equal to this and this equal to this we got. So all ratios equal we proved. Now see, with respect to this side means when we are taking this base, we got this one. When from A to BC, if you draw a line perpendicular, which is perpendicular line, opposite line, by taking this is as base, we got this proof. What that proof? The area of this AOB by the area of this AOC is equal to this by this BD by DC. Now see, very important this only. Now this step, now what we wrote here, the area of this by the area of this is equal to this by this we got. Now if you take this is the base, you will get what? The area of this by the area of this is equal to CE by EA. That's what I am writing. Now no need to prove this one. Now this is Roman number 1, right? The area of this, when we are taking this is the base, the area of this, what is that? BOC. Area of triangle BOC by the area of this, area of triangle BOA. BOA is equal to, you will get this by this. That is what? CE by EA. CE by EA. Take Roman number 2. Next, when you are taking this is the base, you will get this triangle area by this triangle area is equal to AF by FB. Same like this one. That's what I am writing. When we are taking this is the base, this triangle, what is that? COA. Area of a triangle COA by area of a triangle this by this, that is what? COB. COB is equal to what? You will get AF by FB. AF by FB. Take as Roman number 3. Now if you observe RHS, this is first RHS we have here, second RHS we have here, third RHS we have here. Now to get the proof we have to multiply. Now Roman number 1 into Roman number 2 into Roman number 3. If you apply, you will get what? First I am writing RHS. That is what? BD by DC into second what? C by EA into third what? AF by FB is equal to. Now LHS I am writing this one. What is that? Area of triangle AOB by area of triangle AOC into second one. Area of triangle BOC by area of triangle BOA into third one. Area of triangle COA by area of triangle COB. If you observe, area of triangle AOB, area of triangle BOA cancel. Area of triangle BOC, COB cancel. COA, AOC cancel. Therefore, the answer is 1. Understand?
Yes, sir.
This is Seva's theorem and very important for further questions. If you want to copy, you can copy.
Yes, sir.
చేసుకుంటావా?
చేసే సార్ లాస్ట్ లో ఉంది ఒక్క 2 minutes. కంప్యూటర్ సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే ఒక్క నిమిషం. Yes, now one more theorem is there. ఇవి మనకు ఐపీలో ఉండవు.
అవును సార్.
అక్కడ వచ్చిందా?
లేదు.
ఆబ్జెక్టివ్, ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్. Menelaus theorem. MENALLAUS. Menelaus theorem. This is what? This is very easy. If a transversal cuts the sides BC, CA, AB of triangle. ABC, BC, CA, AB of triangle in DEF. BC, CA, AB. So for BC, DE, BC, CA, and this is E, BC, CA, AB. For AB, BC, CA. So CA, this is E. For AB, F cuts in a triangle at DEF respectively, then BD by DC into C by EA into AF by FB is equal to ఇంతకు ముందు +1 ఇప్పుడు -1. Okay, this is also very easy comparing to previous one. This is very easy. What is saying, and we know before that I want to tell you, if AB is a line segment, if any line cuts AB in the ratio m is to n, then we have formula m is to n is equal to minus L11 is to L22. I told you already.
Yes, sir.
If a line divides a line segment, that is only transversal. If a line divides a line segment in some ratio, that is, to find that ratio, this is the formula. Here he is saying a transversal from A cuts BC, from B cuts AC, from C cuts AB in some ratio. Then proof, he is asking this proof. Very easy. So if you know this formula, then we can prove that is very easily. Let A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3 are the vertices. And let the transversal let the transversal L equal to 0. If L cuts BC at D, BC at D, then the ratio BD is to DC, that is BD is to DC is equal to minus BC we have to consider here, that is L22 is L33. Understand? Understand, not understand? Hello?
Understood, sir. Understood, sir.
If L equal to 0 cuts it x1, y1 and x2, y2 line segment, the ratio is what? Minus L11 is to L22. L11 means we are substituting x1, y1. L22 means we are substituting x2,
X2,
y2.
Y2.
In the same way, this line dividing BC. Now B is x2, y2. So L22. x3, y3, L33.
L33. Okay.
Therefore, BD by DC is equal to minus L22 by L33. Equation number 1. Similarly, L cuts for AC. AC at what? E. That implies what you will get? CE by EA. CE by EA. I am writing this step, not writing this one, is equal to minus L33 L11. L33 by L11. Equation number 2. Now, similarly, L cuts AB at F. Therefore, AF by FB is equal to minus L11 by L22, equation number 3. Now we have to find this into this is equal to minus 1. So 1 into 2 into 3 we have to apply. Then what you will get? First one, D by DC into C by EA into AF by FB is equal to RHS. These are RHS. Minus L22 by L33 into minus L33 by L11 into minus L11 by L22. So here L2, L2, L11, L11, L33, L33, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. That is minus 1 is the answer. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any errors?
Yes, sir.
Problems చేస్తున్నా?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the concept point of intersection of lines, concurrency of straight lines. If L1 A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0, equation number 1. L2 A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Are two intersecting lines, then there exists a point of intersection, that is nothing but are intersecting at P. Therefore, P equal to, already know formula, A1 B2, sorry, B1 C2 minus B2 C1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1, comma C1 A2 minus C2 A1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. This is the formula. C1 A2 minus, yeah, correct. Okay. You know A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 from given two lines. Just take the values and substitute in the formula. You will get the point. That is nothing but point of intersection. Or you know how to solve if given two equations by equating the coefficients. Or you know, the crisscross method also, x by y by 1 by. Any one of the methods you can use, you will get the same answer. So that is the point of intersection. In concurrency, that is concurrent lines means 3 or more lines passing through the same point. 3 minimum or more lines. 3 or more lines passing through the same point, then they are called concurrent lines. And the point is called point of
Contact.
concurrency.
Oh,
Point
okay.
of concurrency.
Okay.
Okay. These lines
Yes,
are
sir.
called concurrent lines. The point is called the point of concurrency. And one more, if L1, L2 are two intersecting lines, this is L1, this is L2, then this is the point of intersection. If one more line is passing through this point of intersection L3, then this L3 equation is nothing but L3 equal to L1 plus lambda L2 equal to 0. It already tells me L1 plus lambda L2 equal to 0. The equation of the line which is passing through point of intersection of two lines L1 and L2, that is L1 plus lambda L2 equal to 0. This family of concurrent lines and antaru. This is called family of concurrent lines. Okay, that is one we have. And if three lines are concurrent, then we have one condition, determinant condition. If three lines L3, A3x plus B3y plus C3 is equal to 0 are concurrent, therefore mod of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3 is equal to 0 or determinant should be 0 or one more way is there. That is what? First, first we have to solve two equations. Then you will get a point of intersection. Substitute that point in third equation. That should be satisfies that third equation. Then also they are called concurrent lines. And that point is called point of concurrency. Okay. And there exists a condition for concurrent lines L1, lambda 1 L1 plus lambda 2 L2 plus lambda 3 L equal to also 0. Yes. And one more. This is also very important. Now what I am giving. Just you should remember and you should apply in the question. That's it. The formula, if P1 x plus Q1 y is equal to 1, P2 x plus Q2 y is equal to also 1, P3 x plus Q3 y is equal to also 1, are three concurrent lines, then the points P1 Q1, P2 Q2, P3 Q3 are collinear. If these three are concurrent, therefore P1 Q1, P2 Q2, P3 Q3 are collinear points. That is also very important. And one more, the last one, if Ka plus Lb plus Mc is equal to 0, KLM. If Ka plus, concurrent step parent, if Ka plus Lb plus Mc equal to 0, then the point of concurrency of the lines represented by, then the point of concurrency of lines represented by ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is, point of concurrency I am writing k by m comma l by m. Very rare we use this k by m l by m. This is about concurrent lines. And now one more, angle between lines. And you know this angle between lines, if two lines given which are intersecting at a point, then there exist two angles. One is acute, one is obtuse. Yeah, angle between lines. Angle between lines. If L1 equal to 0 and L2 equal to 0 are intersecting at a point P, then there exist two angles. One is acute angle, one is obtuse angle. We find always acute angle. That is the formula to find, and theta is angle between them. The formula is cos theta is equal to mod of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by root over a1 square plus b1 square root over a2 square plus b2 square, or tan theta is equal to mod of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. These formulas already you know, that's why I'm writing fast. These are the formulas in terms of slopes, in terms of the coefficients. And here from this also we can write tan theta is equal to mod of a1 b2 minus a2 b1 by a1 a2 plus b1 b2, a1 a2 plus b1 b2. Okay, this is for acute angle. And the obtuse angle will be, if this is theta, then this will be, I told you already, pi minus theta. If this is 60, this is pi minus 60. Why? Because the total is 180. This is theta, this is 180 minus theta. Okay, and these are for acute angle, remember. And one more after this, now what I'm saying, listen carefully. The slope m of a line which is equally inclined with two intersecting lines of slope m1 and m2, which is equally inclined. This line slope, now I am writing the slope of a line which is equally inclined with two intersecting lines. Which lines slopes are m1 and m2? The రెండిటి slopes of m1 and m2, two intersecting lines with slopes m1 and m2 is given by m1 minus m by 1 plus m1 is equal to m minus m2 by 1 plus m2. This is the formula to find the slope of a line which is equally inclining with intersecting lines which are having m1 and m2 are the slopes. ఈ రెండిటి slopes m1 m2, దీని స్లోప్ కావాలి, అని అంటే ఇది ఫార్ములా. ఇది ఎలా ఉండాలి? రెండింటికి ఈక్వల్ గా ఇంక్లైండ్ అయితే ఉండాలి, సేమ్ యాంగిల్ తో కట్ చేసుకుంటూ పోవాలి, నథింగ్ బట్ లైక్ యాంగిల్ బైసెక్టర్ లాగా. ఓకే, అండ్ వన్ మోర్, ద స్లోప్స్ ఆఫ్ ద లైన్స్ మేకింగ్ యాంగిల్ ఆల్ఫా విత్ హ్యావింగ్ స్లోప్ m ఆర్, ఒకవేళ ఇది ఇచ్చేసి ఈ రెండింటి స్లోప్ ఫైండ్ చేయమంటే అది నెక్స్ట్ ఇప్పుడు రాస్తున్నాను. That is, one is m minus tan alpha by 1 plus m tan alpha, and one more is m plus tan alpha by 1 minus m tan alpha. ఇంతకుముందు ఈ రెండు ఇది ఫైండ్ చేసాం, ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఇస్తే ఈ రెండు ఫైండ్ చేయడానికి ఫార్ములాస్ అవి. ఓకే, yeah, more 1 minute is there. That is, yeah, if L1 equal to 0 and L2 equal to 0 are two lines, then if two lines are parallel, we know condition A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2. If two lines are perpendicular, then the condition A1 A2 plus B1 B2 equal to 0. If two lines are coincide, then condition A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. And the last, if two lines are equally inclined, then A1 by A2 equal to minus B1 by B2. Okay. So I will send you one more link. Okay, na?
ఓకే సార్.
Right.